Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are taking a look at a highly requested deck, the Forager's Daughter Tarot. I am really excited about this. So this is by Jessica Lee Howard. I will link everywhere that you can purchase this down in the description box below. I am not sponsored. I am not paid for this. I just want you guys to find what you are looking for and give credit where credit is due. With that being said, shipping was phenomenal, as well as the packaging of this deck and guidebook, phenomenal. It is a little bent, but you know what? We're going to go with it. I am not mad about that. It retails for $65, I believe, but with tax and shipping, it was a little bit more pricey than that. But looking at what I'm getting, and for a indie deck, I'm kind of okay with the price. I'm not going to lie. However, I know this is a more pricier deck. Usually most indie or self-published decks are going to be a little bit more pricier. So that being said, the guidebook here, I did flip through a little bit and it does have a little blurb about what's going on. So this is a deck that stems from a deep love of nature and reverence for its beauty and cruelty. And these cards are intuitive in their imagery, but having a guide doesn't hurt either. Each entry includes a brief summary of the card's image, a general description of its inherent meaning, and an expanded look at the reason why those icons were chosen to represent that meaning. It also includes keywords associated with each icon, as well as for the upright and reversed position. So I'm really excited to get into this. Let's get going. First off, the packaging, love it. Concise, to the point, no excess. We love that. All right. And look at the little symbols here on the side. I just noticed. Okay, cool. Oh, it is rose gold foiling. Oh, love. And it is a linen cardstock. Can you guys see? Oh, here's the back. Maybe you can see a little bit better the detail of the linen. Oh, so far I really love the aesthetic of this. It is so cottagecore and I am here for it. All right, let's go. We've got some borders. It's got a little bit of a shine to it, a little bit of a gloss. So I'm going to try to make sure that we're not getting all of those reflections in. So if you see me moving the cards around, that's why. I want you guys to get the best view. We do have borders, but they don't take me out of the card imagery. Oh, I love this one. So I love that it's all nature-based. I tend to lean more toward like nature decks and witchy decks. I love this Empress card. That is phenomenal. This artwork is beautiful. Okay, like I said before, cottagecore, and this is the embodiment of it. Oh my gosh, we have mushrooms and a frog. Love. Oh, I can't with how much I'm already loving this deck. So a lot of you ask about, non-binary decks or decks that aren't always feminine. This could be one of them. Oh my gosh. The cardstocks too, it feels really nice. It's not super thick. It's not super thin either. It's just right there in that great middle ground. It has that flex to it and that snap. Yeah, I am not mad about this. I have a feeling it's going to shuffle really nice. Ooh, that's really cool. Oh, wow. Chrysalis, right? That's what it's called? I've watched way too many Magic School Bus and Octonauts. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and yeah. You learn something new by watching those shows. I really like this one too. Ooh, very cool. And now I have Creature Report stuck in my head. We turned that show on and Mickey's Clubhouse on for our dogs when we like leave the house. They don't watch anything violent or scary or with lots of loud noises. They watch kid shows. Oh my gosh, I love the little ladybugs. Quick story about ladybugs. The other day, there was one just hanging out on our kitchen wall, and it was a pretty good day. This is beautiful. Beautifully done. All right. Ooh, starting off with cups. Okay. Oh, turtles. What about the turtles? That's a deep cut office reference for you guys. You come for the cards, but you stay for the commentary. I love that they're all water-themed critters. That is awesome. Oh, look at the reflection. Love that. Oh. Love. It's such a peaceful deck, very calming deck. Even like the negative or kind of scary cards were very calming. Not very intimidating at all. This is really neat too. Also, I'm going to point out that just because there are foil edges on here, it's not really sticking together. So I'm excited about that as well. Beautifully done. Oh, goodness sake, we got an otter. Love. Oh, we've got moons in the background. Love it. The different moon's phases. Oop. Ooh. I'm excited to get into this guidebook. Pentacles, all right. Oh, so they do have a different background color for the borders. I like that too. I mean, ants, I can't with ants, but the symbolic nature of the ants with this card works. Just, we don't get along. We just don't get along. That's an interesting concept too. Yeah, and for some reason, spiders all day long. I could deal with spiders over ants. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the fact that ants are really small and they can gang up on you. I don't know. But look at bees. Oh, I love bees. Cute. Bears. Beats Bears Battlestar Galactica. Could you tell what I've been watching lately? Oh, sweet. And that was Walter. He decided to plop down by my door. Cute. This is stunning. This honestly would make a beautiful tattoo. And the aces have a new moon. That's interesting. Okay, I'm excited that this has a lot more, like, the animals coincide with the suits really well. So this is going to have a lot more air creatures. Cute. That's really neat. Oh. This breaks my heart, but I get it. The artwork is just beautiful. Oh. Ooh. All right, and our last suit here. Gorgeous. So what we will do is we'll shuffle these, see how they like to be shuffled, and then we will pull a card and read from it from the guidebook so you guys can know how that will work for you. Love this. This reminds me a little bit of the Spacious Tarot. They're definitely not the same, but it's still that nature vibe, and I really love a nature vibe. Because again, it's very easy to relate to. So if you have clients that are new to tarot or just starting out with it, they don't want to be intimidated, they can see these cards and understand a little bit more without being like, oh my gosh. Stunning. Love that. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and shuffle. That rose gold, can you see? Oh, got a little bit of sparkle in it. Ooh. Yeah, they shuffle really nicely. Let's try it this way. Yep. Really like these. They're a great size too. They're like your average card size. We'll read for the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they feel really good in the hand. Great size, no complaints. Let's see what's going on in the guidebook. So there's the Five of Pence. And I just want to see if there is a index. Oh, we do have moon phases here. So the page would represent waxing crescent, knight's waxing quarter, queen's waxing gibbous, and king's full moon, and ace's new moon. Love that. So information on that, the suits. Okay. No table of contents that I saw, but that's okay. Easily flip through. All right, dissection or dissection, however you want to say it. The husk of a tiny creature lies under a barren bramble patch. The branches that were once laden with ripe fruit and green leaves have been stripped bare by the scorching sun. With its shade and food gone, the mouse has been left exposed to the elements and to fend for itself. 5 coins are suspended over the scene, their surfaces tarnished and cracked. Compass. The 5 of Pentacles represents isolation, poverty, and loss. The struggle to survive has never been more apparent, but resources are scarce and there seems to be no hope in sight. It may feel like there is no support, and the idea of continuing alone is disheartening. Moments like this make the world seem incredibly harsh. Now is the time to ask for help before things worsen. Reflection. Sometimes there are bleak seasons of relentless scarcity. The briar patches became angry as their skeletal branches lash out and snag on pants, shirts, and skin. There may be a handful of berries that somehow retain their moisture, but most of the fruit is shriveled and clinging to the ends of the dry stalks. Eventually, rain will come and things will get better. The mouse in the image thought it could continue on its own and refused to search for new sources of sustenance. There may have been a hoard of berries in the next field over, but he remained where it was barren. Whatever the reason, his decision cost something dear. In this time of hardship, don't give up searching for hope. You'll never know what kind of resources you'll find just by looking and asking. Position. Upright, lack of resources, financial struggle, hardship. Reverse, change of luck, progress, positive change, and improved finances. Then we have the signs here. So mouse is impoverishment, feeling drained. Briars dead, resources dried up, no respite, and pentacles broken, loss of value, loss of health or wealth. Oh my goodness. I am really impressed. Really impressed with all of this. I feel like this is definitely something a beginner can use if you are attracted to this. We do have some spreads here too. Following the tracks, clearing the river. Love the theme of these. Consulting the seasons. And that's it. So my thoughts, it's a beautifully done deck. It is gorgeously illustrated. The theme is beautiful. I love that they go into detail in the guidebook about the images, the imagery and the symbols that they used and why they used it. The whole deck is just stunning. The quality is there. I feel like this is a deck that whatever level you're at with your tarot reading, you can use, especially with this guidebook. If you're into nature, if you're into the cottagecore or the green witch kind of vibe, this is totally up your alley. It's stunning. I think it is worth the money. I have seen decks that go for the same price that I wasn't as impressed with. But again, it goes with what you're into, right? What you're attracted to. So I would love to know your thoughts on this deck down in the comment section below. What do you think? Is it something that's on your wish list? Do you already own this? What are your thoughts and opinions? And as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to check out my Patreon if you want more content from me quicker. That's where all the content goes first. So you get first looks and exclusive content, etc. You can check out the reward systems over there. And then all of that goes to supporting the channel and getting more decks for you guys. And you get your requests in before anybody else. So if there's a deck you want me to review and look at, your request as a Patreon gets ahead of the line. So things to think about as well. So thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. I love each and every one of you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Thank you again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.